Hello, and welcome back to Total War 3 Kingdoms. I'm Matt Morgans, and I'd like to just start off by thanking Creative Assembly for providing VGR with a review copy of Total War 3 Kingdoms ahead of the game's release, which is actually going to be tomorrow on the 23rd. So I'm sneaking in one last video before the game goes out, although I suspect we'll probably be putting up videos after release as well. Now this, as you'll see, is a different playthrough to the Liu Biao video that I put up a few days ago. Now, unfortunately, we did start recording a part 2 for that with both myself and Jacob commenting, but unfortunately, towards the end of that recording, the computer had a problem, and unfortunately, the video file ended up being corrupted. So we will be returning to that, hopefully very soon, but it's going to be a few turns ahead. And yeah, unfortunately, what with the time difference between the UK and the US, Jacob and I can't just arrange to record whenever. So I'm going to be doing another solo commentary video today. Now, to show off something a bit different to what we showed in the Liu Biao video, we really focused on the very start of the game there. You're now joining me in turn 21 of Ma Teng, his campaign. And we've just done something rather significant, which I thought was a good opportunity to start the video at, which is we have taken the capital city of Chang'an and seized the Child Emperor. So let's just run through what happened in the previous turn. First off, Jia Shu, who was in charge of Chang'an's defences, has been killed in battle. The puppet Han Emperor has been captured, so Dong Zhou is already dead. Dong Min has taken over his faction, and I have now seized the Child Emperor from his control. I've also, as a result, vassalized the Han Empire. The Han Empire will serve as the vassal of whoever holds the Child Emperor, and I now have the ability to annex their territory if I get close to it, which essentially allows anyone controlling the Han Empire to sort of slowly take control of their territory for themselves. I also now have this new mission, which is to reach the faction rank of Duke in order to protect the Empire. And I completed reaching the faction rank 2nd Marquis. So we'll show you that in a moment of what exactly that means. I've also occupied the enemy capital of Chang'an, and I've also formed a new dynasty of the Ma family, which will eventually become a royal line, I think, when we reach the actual Three Kingdoms period, which will be much later in the game. Oh yes, and I'll come back to that in a moment. So the important thing in reaching the rank of 2nd Marquis is that we actually start to unlock some positions. Now, as you can see, different from Liu Biao, I do not have those 3 extra administrative slots that I could put people into. I just have the core slots, the 5 council positions and the administrator position. Now, I don't have very many officers in my faction at the moment. I have Ma Teng leading the faction. Ma Chao is currently 18 years old, so he should be coming of age very soon, and he is a legendary character. And then I have Fu Gan, who's a young 19-year-old strategist who just recently came of age in the faction, and he is currently on assignment. Hua Lanli, who is Ma Teng's wife, she was on assignment, but I've just called her back, and I'm planning to put her in the administrator position. And Peng De, who is Ma Teng's starting general, he starts in Ma Teng's army, and he's a champion. And you'll see I've also recruited Zhao Ho Yuan, who is actually a legendary character who starts with Cao Cao. I can't say what happened to him earlier on in the game, but he appeared in my global recruitment pool, so I snapped him up, and he is now currently in Ma Teng's army, and he, Peng De, and Ma Teng actually get along very, very well at the moment, thanks to sharing a number of victories together and a few random events that have happened to boost character relationships. Currently level 3, and I've just appointed him as my Chancellor in order to keep his satisfaction high. Because as a legendary character, it's a little bit harder to keep him satisfied than the non-legendary characters. At the moment, these other positions are all locked. They unlock as you increase your faction rank. Let's have a quick look. I also have a daughter, but she's only 1, so she probably won't be coming of age for a very long time. And we can also see the character screen, which I don't think I showed last time. If I go on Ma Teng and go to characters... Oh, no, I can just click there. There we go. So we have Ma Teng, who's the faction leader, friends with Peng De and Zhao Yuan, through there and there. So you see past events, battle, opinions. There was one battle they lost, but it was a pretty... I think it was like a close defeat or something. They survived it nonetheless. And also their past events, battle, and faction. And he's actually friends with Zhao Dun, who is Cao Cao's primary general. So theoretically, if we ever meet them, we might have a decent chance of recruiting Zhao Dun because he's friends with Zhao Yuan. They're either brothers or cousins, I forget which. You can see we're also friends with Han Sui, who's our military ally. He controls a faction to our west. And we are rivals with Dongmin, the leader of what was Dong Zhou's faction, seeing as we went to war with them in order to save the emperor, and also then took their capital. He really doesn't like me. Ma Teng, not exactly the best guy. You can see he does have the traits cruel and careless, which cruel in particular gives us -4 public order to the entire faction, which isn't great. But we can get if we rank him up, there's an ability he can get that actually gives +5 faction order to the whole faction, so eventually I'll be getting that. Right now we don't have a huge problem with public order. You can see, just like Liu Biao, we have just acquired a food shortage, but that's not been a problem since the start of the game. That's only in the moment of capturing Chang'an. And actually that should improve because we currently have irrigated farms that were damaged during the siege, and they are repairing. So next turn, that should fix to some extent. We might still have a penalty because this is a rank 5 settlement. But if so, there are people we can easily trade with to get food if need be. Now, to show off our territory a little bit, we've entirely taken Wudu, and you can see we've now got Emperor Chen at Wudu, because I think this is our faction capital. So if anyone were to take Wudu, they would claim the Child Emperor and gain the Han Empire. So we do need to protect this town quite carefully. We also control the copper mine and the silk trader, and we also control horse pastures in Jincheng, which is actually Han Sui's territory. He controls this area here. Over here we've got a non-aggression pact with I think it's Liu Yan? Yeah, Liu Yan. Don't want to fight him just yet. And we're currently at war with Dongmin, who's sort of controlling this area here. See, there's a Han Empire army there, but I was worried about them momentarily, but they are now my vassals, so I don't need to worry about them anymore. And now we are also at war, and this is our most pressing threat, with Bi Zheyan. This was, I think, Zhang Yu's faction, but Zhang Yu was killed by the armies of Gongdu, and so his wife has taken over as regent until his son comes of age. And they declared war on me when I attacked Chang'an, and they've sent this army, led by Guan Chun, with 10 units, and it's heading towards my silk trader, which doesn't have much of a garrison. Now, unfortunately, my army took a beating getting into Chang'an, and you can see a lot of these units are on low health or convalescing. And I am recruiting some new units, but I'm not in a position to rush over to Hanzhong and defend it, so in all likelihood they will probably take Hanzhong, but once this army is recuperated, we should be able to beat this army, and they've only got the one province, so once that's done, this should be easy pickings. I mentioned briefly Gongdu. Gongdu is one of the Yellow Turban characters. He is playable if you have the Yellow Turban DLC, and he's, I think, Ma Teng's sort of first primary adversary. He starts over in Wudu Copper Mine. And the actual starting position is very, very dangerous because you get a mission to take Wudu in turn 1, and if you do that, Gongdu's army is right next to it, and he will march in, and he has a very high chance of victory because he starts with a lot more units. So it's wise to kind of pull back to the Silk Trader before taking this town, build up some units, and then come in. And that's exactly what I did. and actually I have destroyed Gongdu's faction. I don't know what happened to Gongdu himself, because I took this town and he wasn't here, and then he had a big army that was fighting down in Hanzhong that came back, and it wasn't led by Gongdu, and all of those people were killed in battle, and the faction was destroyed. So I'm presuming that Gongdu had maybe been wounded in battle and was recovering somewhere, not actually on the campaign map when his faction was destroyed, which is a little bit unfortunate because it means we don't get to claim any kind of legendary items that he had because we didn't actually defeat him in battle. And I think that's about everything you need to catch up with where we currently are. As you can see, it's not a very large court right now, but now that we control Chang'an, we can start to expand. Oh, right, and I should say as well, my initial goal for this is to really focus on one of Ma Teng's faction abilities. If I pull up... yes, you can see Ma Teng's specialization is foraging and supplies. So when his armies are encamped, they automatically forage food and basically get military supplies back, which makes him really good at operating behind enemy lines, because he won't run out of military supplies in the same way. He actually gets bonus military supplies, and he also focuses on cavalry. You can see he has 3 unique cavalry units, the Chang Raiders, Chang Marauders, and Chang Hunters. They're all different kinds of cavalry units. One of them's shock cavalry, one of them's sword cavalry, and one of them is archer cavalry. He has unique building, the Zhuliang supply lines, which will actually give bonuses when your armies are foraging. It'll boost military supplies, and it'll penalise the military supplies of enemy armies in your territory. And his path to victory is loyalty to the Han. Because he's one of the governor characters, like Liu Biao, he can't declare himself emperor. He has to capture the capital of an existing emperor. And I'm not 100% sure. I don't think Chang'an is counted as that. I think we have to actually reach the Three Kingdoms period, and then I have to take someone else's emperor seat. So although I have technically taken the capital of Dongzhou, I don't think we're actually at this stage of the game yet. And you can see currently at 2nd Marquis rank. I do actually have an available spy position, but I don't have any officers yet ready to send off to become spies. So we will reveal that at some point, but we're not going to deal with it straight away. And we're working towards the rank of Marquis. Now the other thing about Ma Teng, which is going to be visible here, is his personal traits. You can see he has minus 15% upkeep for his Chang units. He has plus 10% income from peasantry. The really important one there, plus 100% income from silk and spice. Ma Teng, as the protector of the West, his faction is very, very well placed to kind of start setting up the Silk Road. And he starts with control of one of the Silk Traders, which is one of the Silk Road resource settlements. And they're already quite profitable, but with an 100% income bonus from Ma Teng, he can amass some pretty crazy income from, see, Silk Trader here. Is currently upgrading to a Silk Road caravan post. That's going to give 175 income from silk, with a 40% income from other silk resource points, and I actually do control another one here, which is currently already a Silk Road caravan post. And I think there's, Han Sui has another Silk Trader, so I do want this, but I don't want to go to war with Han Sui because he's my only reliable ally. So my plan at the moment is just to let him hang on to it, and eventually, when I'm a bit more powerful, confederate with his faction, which will give me control of all of his territory. And then I'll get control of it that way. I'm not sure if there are any other Silk Traders. There might only be 3 on the map, sort of over on this part of it. Right, so... Oh, and another thing I should mention, now that I have Zhao Yuan appointed as Chancellor, I have access to the Council, and that's actually quite an important thing. I can pull up the Faction Council. See, I now have Zhao Yuan in the thing, and now that I have this, I can invoke the Council, and this basically generates missions for me to pursue. And the more people you put in, like the more interesting and better missions you will get out of it. I'm not going to invoke them right now because I have this army coming up to deal with first. But it's going to end our turn.
You have provoked our fury.
Oh, apparently Zheng Jiang is declaring war on us. Don't know why, but sure. Now, so because I have a military alliance with Han Sui, I now get this message, which means I can invoke my defensive pacts with my alliance, so I can call Han Sui to fight against Zheng Jiang as well, and I will do that.
Consider and discuss.
Yuan Shu wants me to acknowledge his legitimacy for his claim of emperorship. This is very much Yuan Shu's playstyle. He has a unique resource called legitimacy, and by doing this and getting factions to acknowledge his legitimacy, he gets a resource that he can spend on other things. I'm not interested in acknowledging his legitimacy. Unfortunately, you won't get to see it, but in the Liu Biao playthrough, I had been at war with Yuan Shu, and actually in the video that we unfortunately lost, I fought a pretty massive battle against his army and ended up capturing and executing him. There we go. Ma Chao has come of age. We have our other legendary character. So let's have a look. Ma Chao automatically starts at rank 3, which is very good. There he is, the most brilliant warrior in his heavy armor, Ma Chao's armor. 80 armor, plus 6 expertise, plus 15 instinct, plus 12% speed. And he also starts with an heirloom spear and a red horse. And I don't think we've got any followers, but we could give him a wooden dog. He does have decent resolve, so let's see. Oh no, he's currently pretty happy, so we don't need to give him anything. I don't think Ma Teng and Ma Chao, I don't think they actually get along very well. So we probably won't be putting them in the same army, but he could very well be the leader of our second army. Because we're gearing up to actually start building up a second army now that we have Chang'an, and we're fighting on a few different fronts. Now a lot of these units are still going to be recruiting, and unfortunately, although we could now move to Hanzhong, because this city is much, much larger, so it's got a population of 429,000, it means our replenishment is going a lot faster than it would in Hanzhong, which only has a population of 56,000. So, although he is approaching, I think it's going to be better for us to wait one more turn and then move down. We don't want to move too quickly and end up with all these units that are on low health just getting overwhelmed by his full strength units. Let's have a look at our garrison. Still only got 3 units in the garrison, which isn't great. Oh, wait a minute. Was I clicking on... Oh, wait, I'm clicking on the wrong thing. That's better. I thought we had a bigger garrison than that. That was actually their garrison, because they control the commandery town. So actually, no, we've got a reasonable garrison here. It's probably not going to win against them, but it's not terrible. And actually, it is replenishing itself, so we should at least be able to do some damage with this, if not win. Let's see, rivals. Zheng Jiang and Ma Teng have become rivals. And we could recruit Fan Shou. Oh, I know why Zheng Jiang's declared war on us. It's because she hates the Han Empire, and we now control the Han Empire. So she sees us as the object of her rebellion. She's the one trying to sort of tear down the Han Empire. Okay. We haven't got a huge amount of money right now, so I'm not going to recruit any more units. I also don't think we really need them. We do want to take this jade mine, but obviously this army is a bit more pressing, so we'll probably destroy this army, and then we'll either move down and take Hanzhong, or we'll go and take this jade mine so we can complete our conquest of Chang'an. Now that we have control of the Han Empire, we can see all their territory. And we should be... Yeah, we are getting quite a lot of additional money from the Han Empire. as tribute. You can see we've got almost 800 coming in from tributaries, which is all coming from the Han Empire. A bit of a benefit of capturing the Han Empire early. Very nice sort of income boost. What's going on over here? Oh, that's one of Zheng Jiang's armies. Oh, she's actually already expanded out of the mountains. But she's got to fight her way through the Han Empire first, so I'm not hugely worried about her just yet. If we see Zheng Jiang herself come out then, that would be a bit more troubling. Right, now we do want to get Ma Chao and another army, but I think we need to secure up a few places before we start recruiting our second army. We want to also build up a bit more of our treasury so that we can do some building upgrades. Now we will get that finished next term, which is going to boost our economy again, so hopefully that'll be a benefit. Point of interest, you can see that there's the Great Wall of China. Currently not very impressive because it's, as you can see, got a lot of holes in it, and it's not actually very high. I think it's not long after it was built. And I'm not sure it's even finished yet, technically. I can't remember where the history stands on that kind of period. Right, let's check our diplomacy. Oh, so we now know of a lot more factions, because we have all the contacts that the Han Empire has.
Glad to see you.
Now I think we have a trade... Do we actually... No, we do share... Oh, we share a border, but it's on a river. We might not be able to trade across a river. I think we have a trade agreement available. I don't know where I can see. Oh yeah, I could get 2 more trade partners. So I can't currently trade with them. That must be because I don't have a proper border with them. But if I take them, this is the Han Empire, so I'll be able to get a border that way. In the meanwhile, I could trade with somebody else. Kong Rong! I definitely can't trade with you because you're way across the other side of the map. But, oh no, he really doesn't want a non-aggression pact. Okay. Yuan Shu.
Well met.
Am I actually trading with Han Sui? Yes, I am. Oh! I could trade with Liu Yan.
Let us approach our problems calmly.
Oh, unless he doesn't have an... Yeah, he already has a trade partner and he doesn't have any other potential trade partners. Okay. We now know of a lot of smaller, more minor factions. We could... Who have we actually got borders with? Dongmin, who hates us. And that's it. Okay, we can't trade with anyone else right now. We need to capture a river port or something so that we can actually expand our trade routes. Missions... Protect the Empire. Okay, yeah, we don't have any... Wait, which one's this? Oh, I've got to destroy Dongmin, that's right. I don't have any other major missions right now. Oh, I can appoint Hualong Li. Plus 24 satisfaction, excellent. Okay, confirm. Yep, I want to... Wait, why can't I confirm there? Chang'an. I could make her administrator of Chang'an, but not Wudu. Oh, no I can. Weird. Okay, administrator in Wudu. And, oh, I don't want to send Ma Chao on assignment. But I could recruit another Kai Yong or Fan Shou. I don't really need another Vanguard, and he's rank 2, so he'll be harder to keep happy. I think I'll wait until I get some other options in the recruitment pool. For now, let's end the turn. Oh! Is that the same army? Han Empire requests aid. Han Empire is asking us as their vassal master to defend them against Shijie. Yes. Oh no, that's the same army, the camera position just changed. Okay, so Shijie declared war on the Han Empire, and me. Oh, noble birth. Ma Teng has had a new son. That's nice. Completed the caravan post. Hualan Li gained the artful trait. Oh, that's good. Gets +2 public order, +6 expertise, +2 instinct. That's very good. Okay, that's all fine. Let's have a look. So we've now got the Silk Road caravan post. We can't get the next one until we get the... which reform is that? Let's have a look at our reform tree. Might be... It's either trade associations or Silk Road expeditions. See, we're working towards Silk Road expeditions because that gives us plus 40% income from silk and spice and an available trade agreement, and it unlocks a load of rank 5 buildings. So this is our kind of main goal at the moment for reforms. But as you can see, there's 3 branches going into it. Now we've got one. We're up to mercantile regulation to get the commerce bonus. So we've got this branch ready to go, and we need to get the Sino-Roman embassy to get that branch, and then we also need to get diplomatic missions, and for this branch we need private tutors, which we need to build a building for that we haven't built yet. So we're working towards that slowly to just try and maximize our silk and spice income as much as possible. Now this army is looking a bit stronger. Still not quite ready. Now he's moving very slowly because he's moving through a very narrow mountain pass, and it's reducing his speed a great deal. I'm actually not sure he's got enough speed to get out in one turn, so we might take the risk and let him move one more turn just to get that higher replenishment in Chang'an. Don't need to do anything there. We've now got a bit more money, so let's have a look at what's actually in Chang'an. Right, we've currently got a stationed garrison which we don't have the reforms for, so we can't currently do anything with it. So we'll leave this here for now, but we might revisit this later. We've got irrigated farms. Oh yes, so now the irrigated farms are repaired, we actually are producing enough food. So we can't get rid of this, because if we do, we'll lose 50% of our faction's food production, and that won't be good. And we actually have farm supply storage as well, which is giving us plus 75% food production. So that's why this farm is producing 4 instead of 3. We're also getting plus 25% income from peasantry. Okay, so this is decent to have right now. And we also have a lodge, which again is not a bad thing to have. But is it the best thing for us to actually have right now? Because we could demolish it and get something else. Let's have a look at the building browser. So I don't think I actually showed this off in the first video. I showed it a bit in the Liu Biao second video, but obviously that's been lost. So this is actually the building browser for all the different buildings that you have access to in the settlement, and it's really well laid out. So like just looking at these, it can be a bit confusing, but the building browser makes it make a lot more sense. So you can see we've got settlement administration. We're currently a rank 5 settlement. It starts at rank 1, goes all the way up to an imperial city rank 10. We currently don't have any economic buildings. We have land development, which started out as a land surveying office, and we went up to irrigated farms. So we're currently on irrigated farms. This is the food production line. This is the food selling line. So if we went this way, it would actually harm our food production, but it gives massive population growth bonuses and income. So if we had like a very solid breadbasket in our faction, then we could maybe go into this route, but not helpful right now. We also have government support, which starts out as a drifter farming camp, and we've upgraded it to farm supply storage. You can also go into workforce distribution, which I think focuses more on income. Let's have a look. Yeah, this one focuses more on boosting your food production and slightly increasing income. This one is a more balanced income and food. So we'll leave this for now, but as I say, we might take this down at some point. And then we've also got an inn, which starts out as a lodge. We've upgraded it to an inn. Oh, sorry, it starts out as a horse exchange and goes up to a lodge. So it's giving us bonus income from commerce and a percentage income from commerce. We could have gone into tea parlour, and I think this is like the land development where it's just it does basically the same thing, but it's slightly readjusted for percentages. Now this is our unique building chain, the Zhuliang supply lines. So you can see that it requires 30 upkeep, which is pretty standard. It gives public order bonus. It gives us bonus food production when our armies are foraging. It gives us bonus military supplies, and it reduces enemy military supplies in the territory. And it also takes a 10% off the cost of government building construction. So this is very good, and we do want to build this at some point, but probably not in Chang'an. We can also see that this is the jade mine that we don't currently control. Now, what was it that we needed for that reform? We needed something for private tutors. We need okay, a county school. Oh, it's a school. Okay, so we could knock down the lodge and build a school. The bonus income from commerce is nice. Actually, no. I don't want to build a school in Chang'an. I'll build that somewhere else because I don't think it's hugely important to upgrade it, and Chang'an is pretty good for upgrading building chains at the moment. So okay, we'll leave that for one more turn. Let's have a look in Zhencheng. We could upgrade our horse pastures. Not going to get a huge amount from it. It's mainly reduced upkeep for cavalry units. We do have a few cavalry units, but it's probably not worth 1500 right now. And we can't currently build anything in Hanzhong, because that's just the silk trader. But we could build in Wudu. So let's have a look. We could upgrade to communal workshops. We could upgrade to land registry office. Oh yes, we want this. We want more farms. Do we have enough to recruit someone? Do we have any? No, we don't have any good recruits right now, so end the turn. Now I am a little bit concerned about Dongmin because I haven't seen a major army from Dongmin yet. When I moved into Hanzhong and then Chang'an... Oh, the Yellow Turban Rebellion's been destroyed. Interesting. Yeah, when I moved into Chang'an, they actually built an army led by Jia Xu in response to my arriving. They didn't have an army there already. So I'm guessing that Dongmin has an army somewhere else. And we currently don't know where.
Let the horse peal with laughter.
Right, we can't reach them in one turn, but we can move into Hanzhong.
On the march. The conqueror returns.
No.
Yep, he's got no chance of winning that now, so he's probably going to retreat. Cao Cao has a new capital. Yep. Okay, we need people we could recruit. And we got a stone pig. That actually might be something we could give to Zhao Yuan. Oh, he's currently got... Oh, no, he's got a Jade Horseman, which is better.
Peace through conquest.
And I think he's already got something that's... Yeah, he's got the Discourses of the States, which is actually an ancillary you get from an event. And yeah, we could give him the pig, which would boost his instinct, but we're actually trying to get his authority over the top. So basically these character traits, they can go up to 100 and then up to 200 which is what happens when you see this. Like, the line has kind of gone back to the start and started filling up. And once that happens, this trait becomes legendary. And that's why he's a legendary Vanguard, because he's got legendary instinct. So we're trying to get his authority to be legendary as well. Currently don't have any better weapons for him, so that's all fine. So for now we're going to stay in Hanzhong. We're getting pretty good income right now, so I might recruit Ma Chao. Can we do anything else to boost our income right now? No, because we're building the thing in Wudu. Okay, yeah, let's recruit. We're going to raise army. Oh, we can... Okay, Ma Chao's pretty expensive to recruit, because he's starting with 2 units of Chiang Marauders, which are one of Ma Teng's unique cavalry units. So those are pretty expensive on their own. I think they're almost 2,000 each. So right now we can't raise an army with him. So at least we now know how expensive he is. We're going to have to start getting some enough money to rank him up. And I think the best thing we can do is take Hanzhong and then take the Jade Mine. And then that'll kind of solidify our control. And then we can move into this region here in Anding. Now we have a reform choice. Now we can get the Sino-Roman Embassy, which does get us one more branch towards the Silk Road expeditions. The only problem with that is the only real benefit it's giving us straight away is the +1 available trade agreements, and we've actually got several trade agreements sat empty because we've just got nobody we can trade with. So although this does get us towards the Silk Road, I don't think it's going to be the most useful thing we can do right now. We could get bonus income from commerce, bonus income from industry, minus 25% building upkeep, wouldn't be bad. More trade influence. Oh, that... Although the trade influence bit isn't hugely useful, we would unlock repeating crossbowmen. And I'm very tempted to get repeating crossbowmen, because I haven't actually used them yet. And I would very much like to see what they actually do. That's not hugely useful. We could get... Let's have a look. What does this actually do? Farm tool distribution. We don't need that. And this one gives us livestock estate. Ooh, we could get the livestock estate. That wouldn't be bad. Yes, because although I do want to recruit those repeating crossbowmen, I don't have an army that I can recruit them into right now, so I'll leave that one for the next reform choice and go with resettlement incentives. No, I'm going to save money for recruiting Ma Chao. Now, seeing as we're not really doing anything really important, I'm going to invoke the council, see what this actually does. Mission issued. Dire civil unrest. Where there is disgruntlement, people begin to lose faith and proliferate disorder. The people here are dissatisfied. Send a force immediately to quash any seditious thoughts they may have. Move any character to the following county, Wudu. Zhao Yuan will get +10 satisfaction for 10 turns, and I'll get support from the Sultry. Yeah, absolutely. That's pretty good. Alright, so I'll see if he runs off, I'll move this army round, pass through Wudu, and then move down to Hanzhong. And then that'll finish that mission, and get us into Hanzhong. Yep, thought so. Liu Biao is at peace with Yuan Shu. Yuan Shu declared war on He Yi. That's all fine, that's all very far from where I am. Okay, so I'm going to move down to the Wudu Silk Trader. Now I think I actually have to enter this area for the mission to complete. Now he's going to be running away. Now he might now turn around and head back for the Silk Trader. But our garrison is nearing, well, not quite full strength, but it's getting there. And we actually do want him to move up towards the Silk Trader, because if we can get around behind him through Wudu, we can take Hanzhong with a very, very easy fight. And then he'll be left on his own and should be pretty easy pickings, even if it does mean we temporarily lose access to the Silk Trader. He may not even decide to take it. He might just sack it and move back and try and defend Hanzhong. That's still upgrading. You can't upgrade or build more than one building in a town at the same time, so I can't currently do anything else in Wudu. I think you can upgrade these separately because they're technically separate settlements, but you can't upgrade other buildings. So I would like to upgrade this, but I've got to wait for this to finish first. Let's have a look at the court. I've got some new options. Tonglu, Xiao Jungan. Okay, well he's rank 4, so I definitely don't want to recruit him. I think we might recruit Tonglu. Rank 1 Sentinel. Yep, he should be decent just to do administration. Let's have a look. Let's put him up in the character page. Tonglu. Yep, good satisfaction. He's selfless, elusive, but cowardly. Well, that's fine, because we're not going to use him in battle. And he's got intuition, which is actually bonus income from industry if he's administering a commandery, which we won't be using that straight away, but it's a nice buff for potentially making him an administrator later on. For now, we're going to send him off on assignment, so Tonglu, supervise construction, and then he can help with the building that I'm doing in Wudu. We also got a labour recruiter. We're actually going to give that to Hua Lan Li because she's an administrator, and that will actually give her a very nice bonus, plus 8,000 population growth. Excellent. Now we actually currently have this rather nice noble's leather, and we've got nobody to give it to because it's only equipable by commanders, and we actually don't have any commanders. Commanders are the yellow officer class. So that should be all we can do there. This army is just going to move around. I don't think we need to do anything else this turn, unless we've got buildings that we can do. All we can do is the... No, I think we're not far off from being able to recruit Ma Chao, so... Oh, who's that? I think that's Zheng Zhang. As in, it's not actually Zheng Zhang the person, but I think it's one of her armies. Looks like she's going after Han Sui. Declared war on the Han Empire. Bold for someone with one province. A solid friend. A solid friend is worth more than 1,000 unknown soldiers. As you lie recovering from a battle, a comrade tells the tale of your friend who took great risk and great injury to save you in the fray. You survived because of them. They survived too, but not without bearing the battle's scars. So this sometimes happens even when you're not in a battle. So Zhao Yuan was wounded, presumably because my army got into some minor skirmish along the road. But because Zhao Yuan went out of his way to save me from the attack, his relationship has deepened greatly with both Ma Teng and Pang De. So though it does mean he's wounded, which means he's not... Let's see, he has suffered serious injuries, and he'll be wounded for 3 turns, but that's fine, we're not on the verge of going into battle. And that's definitely good that he is getting close, I think, to having harmony with Pang De. And I think Pang De might already have harmony with both of them. Yes, already has harmony with both Pang De and Zhao Yuan. They're on his inner ring of friends. Right, so we're going to keep moving towards Wudu.
To war!
There we go, mission success, dire civil unrest. Jahyuan gets plus 10 satisfaction for 10 turns, and we get the support from the soldiery, which will boost our replenishment, and vanguard satisfaction in general, which is quite nice. That might actually give Jahyuan a plus 15, because he is a vanguard. Let's have a look. Yeah. Yeah, he has 100 out of 100 satisfaction. That's very, very nice. Looks like we've got a lot of building options this turn, because that building... oh no, it's still going in Wudu. What have we got? Chang'an. Oh, we could upgrade to a rank 6 city. No, because it's got... that's going to have an extra -4 food production. As much as that would give us prestige and income, no, that's not... we need more food. We can't support a city that big. I don't think we quite have enough to recruit Ma Chao. We're close, but not quite enough. Let me just check. Yeah, we need 5,700. And it looks like they are actually retreating. Interestingly, it looks like they are taking attrition. I guess being on that mountain pass does actually have a bit where they cause attrition. So that's good for us, because it means he's losing some units, and he might not be able to recover before we get down to Hanzhong. Let's see, how's our public order doing? Oh, not great, but it's mainly because of hostile forces in the region. That's not terrible. Okay. Just make sure we still can't trade with anyone.
This will be short.
Okay, no, we still... I feel like that should be sharing a border with the Han Empire. Can we still not trade with them? Oh, wait a minute.
Well met, friend.
Ah, they've actually maximised their trade partners. Now I wonder, can I tell them to stop trading? No. That's a bit annoying. Oh wow, I can call the Han Empire to arms. Tempting. Tempting to use that against Zhenjiang, but maybe not yet. So who's he currently trading with? A lot of smaller factions. Okay, well I just need to get rid of one of these, and then I'll be able to trade with them.
We thought you dead.
No, Gongsun-zan's too far away. Yeah. Okay, still can't really trade with anyone. That is a bit troubling. Now we know Hanzhong doesn't have much of a garrison. Not really much one at all, so this should be a pretty easy fight when we get down there.
Order. Towards victory.
See, we completed the land registry office. Jahyuan is now ready for duty, although I think he's still wounded for a couple of turns. Got a couple of new recruits. So we could now go straight up to irrigated farms, which would give us more of a food surplus. Or we could go up to state workshops, which would actually give us an income bonus. I think... I'm not sure if we want to keep this building, is the thing. Let's see, that one... We might upgrade to a small city. Oh no, we don't quite have enough food. Okay, we'll upgrade to irrigated farms and then upgrade to a small city. Unfortunately, that is going to not quite leave us enough to recruit Ma Chao, but that's fine. We don't need him straight away. No. Oh yeah, we're waiting on a reform for the Silk Trader, I recall. Oh, we had a Fu Gan leveled up while he was on assignment. Good. Yeah, that's potentially good. Okay, we're going to go with Abundance because it gives him an additional assignment to replenish supplies, and that's going to be quite useful. Okay, I think that's going to be all we can do. Oh, I didn't realise. We take a -20 diplomatic relation bonus with all factions because we're Prime Minister of the Han Empire. Didn't know that. Now, where was that army? Han An Yue. Oh wait, is it not? It's Dong Min's army. That might be Dong Min's main army then. Li Shui, Niu Fu. Oh, Niu Fu. I recognise his name. I think he's historically somewhat relevant. Okay, so it looks like he's returning into his territory, but it's... he's not too far from mine. Okay, I'm definitely going to keep an eye on that one. It does mean we probably don't need to worry about him attacking us from this region, but you never know. I wonder if we look at the Han Empire, I wonder if they're at war with Dongmin. Because if not, I think I can use my authority to make them go to war with.
I'm eager to listen.
Let's see. They're at war with Shi Jie, Bi Jian, and Zheng Jiang. They're not at war with Dongmin. So what about making them at war with Dongmin? Call the Han Empire to arms against Dongmin. Confirm. And I don't even have to negotiate for it, I can just tell them. Okay.
Corruption draws justice. Only one may remain.
Cool. So the Han Empire is now at war with Dongmin. Does mean that it means that Dongmin is going to have to fight on more fronts than just on mine.
We detest you, but this must end.
Okay, so Dongmin wants peace. I guess he didn't like the Han Empire declaring war on him. Now Han Sui doesn't want it. This is my alliance, the alliance of the placated waves with Han Sui. Han Sui is not a fan. And yeah, because he doesn't want it, I don't even get a choice. He would have to agree. So no. So he's returned to Hanzhong. Oh, we have another child, Ma Ningbao. Living in harmony. To some, duty is the highest calling. Those who share that belief will doubtless become friends. And so it is with these two, whose shared dedication to their lord and country joins them together. Yet they know that their friendship, strong as it is nothing next to their sacred burdens. Relationship deepens between Pengde and Zhao Yuan. Excellent.
Truth is an unquenchable flame.
Now it is winter. Which means we are going to take... where did it say? There is a penalty somewhere from it being winter. Let's see. Oh, we got a clay axe. That's it. Okay, we're just going to move up to the border, I think. We don't want to take attrition for moving around in winter. Although it does give them one turn to replenish, I think we've still got the larger force here. So we'll just wait on their border and attack next turn.
Hear the birds sing.
Oh, we could actually recruit Ma Chao. Ma Chao, confirm.
What do you wish to know?
There he is, with his Chang Marauders that are gonna now start mustering. Now, I could recruit Wei Mengqin? Rank 4. She does bring Archer Militia. Might not be a bad choice. Accepts impulsiveness, resents discipline, resents caution. Well, I don't think Ma Chao has either caution or discipline. Yeah, he's brave, reckless, and fraternal. All positive traits, actually. Yeah, we might actually recruit that strategist.
Conserve spirit.
There we go. That's going to be That's going to be all my treasury.
Lord.
Let's have a look. Wei Mengqin. Desires higher court position. Well, yep. That's to be expected. Oh, good. Yeah, pretty decent. She's got scholarship. She's... Oh, spiteful. Oh, but that only applies if she's Prime Minister, heir, or faction leader, and that's fine. And she actually is scary as a result. Supports cruelty. Not a bad choice to maybe move her to Ma Teng's army then, because Ma Teng is cruel. Unsympathetic to the sick, the debilitated, and the weak. And she is composed. Oh, commends bravery. Well, Ma Chao is brave. So yeah, this will be a good start for our second army.
My lord?
Oh, we should see if we can improve her satisfaction though. So we can give +6 instinct, +4 resolve, nothing to boost. No, we don't have anything to boost her cunning, which is what we really want to boost. So we'll just give her that because it has the biggest single bonus to satisfaction. Nothing there, nothing there. And, oh, we could give her... We've got a noble's sword. Is there anyone in Ma Teng's army who could use that?
My lord.
I don't think so. I think they're all using spears. Yeah, he has a glaive. He can't even equip the sword. He has a spear. And I think he has a spear as well. Yeah. So none of them can equip the sword. So yeah, she can have a sword. There you go, have a noble sword. So despite being a strategist, she does actually have pretty high instinct, which means she might not be terrible in a fight. Although she will still have low armor, so we probably shouldn't send her into any real frontline engagements. And...
Let desire shape and guide
yeah.
passion.
Okay, I think that's all we can do this turn, so end of turn.
No throne is worth this.
Oh, Zheng Jiang now wants peace, except that Han Sui says no. So, sorry, but no.
A stupid choice.
Well, take it up with Han Sui. Oh, he wants peace again. He's not offering anything for peace, though. He needs to actually offer something. He's rich and very rich. He can afford it.
You reject our generosity?
I don't think just offering peace is generous. Han Sui wants my clay axe, and he'll pay me 49. It's worth way more than 49. I like you, Han Sui, but no. I think I already gave him 2 ancillaries for pretty low cost, so... I'm at war with Xi. I have no idea where he is on the map. Faction destroyed. Huang Shao. Oh, he's one of the other 3 Yellow Turban characters. Has been destroyed. Don't know by who. Sun Jian is at peace with Liu Biao. And... oh, Tao Qian has died and been replaced by Tao Ying. That might mean Cao Cao killed him, because Cao Cao did go to war with Tao Qian. That's a historical event. Dutiful versus fraternal. Is it unjust, you consider, to be loyal to one lord without ever questioning their greater motives? The mandate of heaven has forever shifted according to celestial discretion. Should not you also bend with the winds of heavenly guidance? Now I don't have either of these, so I can choose either option. I can choose duty, which would deepen the relationship between Ma Teng and Jia Yuan, or fraternal, which would deepen the relationship between Ma Teng and Ma Chao. Now, we already know Jia Yuan has 100 satisfaction, and that he's already really good friends with Ma Teng. So although I'm inclined to press this, I know Ma Teng and Ma Chao actually don't get along, so this would be a useful bonus. And I don't think we take a penalty to Jia Yuan. I think it's just we choose which one we're going to get a bonus with. So there we go. Let's see, he's recruiting his units.
Nothing will stop us.
We're going to move down towards Hanzhong and be able to attack next turn. And anything? Nope, nothing. We already got all the pop-ups. We could choose our reform choice. So reforms, which was the one I wanted? It was repeating crossbowmen. That's right. Because trade is still not particularly useful to us right now. We've got nobody to trade with. So now that we have that, I should be able to recruit repeating crossbowmen. Those are oh, there we go, repeating crossbowmen. They are a blue unit, so a strategist can recruit them. Let's see, poor in melee, missile attack, suppression. Oh, like almost double the ranged power of crossbowmen. Oh, how do I... there is a way to pin, but I can't remember what the button is. I was just wondering what their range is like compared to, because it's probably less, I would think. Either way, I'm going to recruit... Oh, I already recruited 2 units. Oh, there we go. Pinned. Okay, limited ammunition. That's alright. All of these are quite low. Not because the unit is necessarily bad, but just because it's a low tier unit. There's probably better. Oh, range is actually not terrible. Oh. Okay, range pales in comparison compared to a regular crossbow, but hey-ho. I'd still like to try them out, and I do have a couple of archer units anyway. And they're fairly cheap for what they are, so that's fine.
Obey the heart.
Okay, that's ready to go. I could invoke the council. Oh, I've already completed his mission though. Will it just give me a new one? Yes. Hiring opportunities. One cannot rule without sound advice from a grounded individual. You should consider elevating some nobles to your court to better aid your governance. Once again, same benefits. I think those might be determined by Jia Yuan's position as Chancellor. And all I need to do is just hire a character, which I can't do this turn because I can't afford it, but I can do easily next turn. I can't afford any buildings right now.
The population is stable.
Ooh, their public order's not great. Hanzhong and Jincheng. Well, Hanzhong is currently under their control, that's why it's not happy. And Jincheng, all I'm controlling is horse pastures. So again, it's their stuff that's having the problems. Although it still might end up being a problem for me. I'll have to see to that in the future. Right, end turn, and then we'll attack Hanzhong.
No throne is worth this.
Oh, once again, I can't actually give you peace because Han Sui says no. Although I appreciate Han Sui as an ally, it would be nice to have a bit more say in the alliance. So I either need to recruit somebody else into the alliance, who can then be on my side. Yuan Shu declared war on Kongzhou. That's fine. Or I need to confederate with Han Sui and just take control. Irrigated farms are complete. I could recruit Shen Ting. And I got a builder. I don't know if that's useful for anyone right now.
Act quickly.
Either way,
To arms!
we're marching on Hanzhong. We actually can't attack yet because... it's giving me an advantage, but it's saying valiant defeat. Either way, I'm gonna... Oh, probably because I haven't built any rams yet. So I'm gonna... I could just demand surrender. Oh, they've built up a bit more of a garrison. Although they now can't replenish. Nope, they won't give up, so I'll just continue the siege. So they can, I think, progress... Yeah, they'll surrender in 6 turns automatically if they don't break the siege. And they've got no allies to call on, so their only hope is to attack me directly, which takes away the advantage of their walls. And the longer they let me stand outside, the more siege weapons I can build, and they can't do anything about it. So I think there's a decent chance they might just risk it and attack me in the field. Which is that's exactly what happened at Chang'an. They actually had a slight advantage when I besieged them, but then they came out from their walls to attack me, and I won a Pyrrhic victory, and then took the city because they had no troops left to defend it.
For China.
He's fine sitting there for now. No, I can upgrade my state workshops. I do need to find a solution for my public order because it's not great at the moment. I might just... No, I'll leave that for now, because I'm not sure if I need that building for any reforms. And I'll revisit it in a bit. Oh! That's not good.
Tolerance is the best we can offer.
Ha, they want peace. I don't want to give them peace. The problem is that army that just marched into Wudu. Because if I now have to deal with that army, and I don't have time for a costly siege. And they're offering me 1,000. Can I negotiate this? I can't demand vassals until I become king. I could reject their offer of peace and just leave and break the siege and go off and fight that army. But it gives them time to then build up their own forces. I don't want peace with them, because it means I'm going to have to declare war on them. But I also can't risk losing Wudu. Damn.
For order.
Right, I'm going to do a forced march,
Be ready to move.
so I need to move as quickly as possible. Right, signed peace. Seize the future. A scholar joins your faction and asks for an audience with you. Begging no disrespect, he tactfully explains that though his previous lord was lacking in leadership qualities, he was in possession of advancements that have thus far evaded your faction. He suggests that there are many useful reforms available to those brave enough to embrace them, and states that he recognizes this courage in you. You thank him for his counsel, and now consider which ideas to take forward as your own. Ancillary gained. I gained a scholar. Oh, that's good. I can give that to, you. That +4 cunning bonus, and plus 10% character experience. The faction-wide bit is nice if I were to give that to... Actually, that plus 10% character experience is very nice.
Who is at the gates?
I might give that to Ma Chao. Because he doesn't have a follower. The +4 cunning, hey ho. He hasn't got... Yeah, cunning's his worst stat, but plus 10% character experience only applies if it's the Prime Minister, heir, or faction leader who has that. So he's the only one who can have it apart from Ma Chao, and Ma Chao has a better character option right now. Who ranked up? Oh, Tong Lu ranked up. Plus 10% character experience. Yep, and income. Yeah, that one. Assignments. Oh, he's finished his assignment. That's why he came back and leveled up. Also got Jade Horseman. That might be a good one for him. Yep, +8 instinct. Lots of building options here. I could upgrade the lodge. Oh, but I was considering knocking that down, so I won't upgrade that just yet. I could upgrade the mine. I could upgrade the state workshops, or I could just upgrade the settlement. I have enough food to do it. Yeah, I'll do it. Takes 6 turns, but hey ho.
Absolutely not.
What's this army like? It's mostly infantry, and it's mostly tier 1 infantry, but they do have quite a few archers, and yeah, size-wise it's still quite large, although this group does have some damaged units in it. I think we can win a fight with them, we just need to actually get them into a battle, and it looks like they might be heading for Jincheng, which has almost no garrison, I think. Yeah, that's not going to win in a fight. Yeah. I'm considering fighting it just to try and cause some damage, but I think they've got too many archers. I don't think I'm going to be able to get close to their forces. I'll just delegate that. There we go. Yeah. Decisive defeat. Oh, they've got another guy following them around. Oh, Yuan Shu, I don't have time to acknowledge your legitimacy.
Remember this.
Obey instinct.
Yep, settlement lost. Shameful defeat. But Ma Teng actually got bonus experience. Okay, I guess he's kind of inspired to fight back. Kongzhou made peace, that's all fine. Could recruit Taisho Yan. Okay, we're going to keep on the march. Marching's a bit risky because yeah, it disables recruitment and replenishment. We can't start battles, and it means if we do go into a battle, all our units will start tired. So we really don't want to start a battle with this, but they're not close enough to attack me, I don't think. So we can also move up Ma Chao with a smaller army just to support. Ma Chao actually ranked up. Very nice. Could we get flexibility, guile. Oh, enables guerrilla deployment. That's very nice. Or Fury. I think Fury. Although guerrilla deployment is very nice, I think Fury is the better one right now. Okay, I'm just thinking about what we need to do. Gonna have to ignore them for now. At least they won't be attacking us from behind.
Impossible.
Who's the... Oh, it is a Han Empire army. I don't know what a Han Empire army is doing going up against Anding, which has a full 6 stack of units as the garrison, whereas he's got 2 heavily wounded G militia. That seems like a bad decision. Okay. Okay, it's warning me that public order is getting very low. Oh! I'm taking a -4 penalty from Hua Lon Li. I forgot about that. Because she has some penalty. Oh, reckless. -5 public order. I don't know that we can do anything about that right now. And I don't want to remove her from her position because I haven't got anyone to swap in instead. Can I... Is there a way for me to bolster it through... No, I can only supervise construction. Because we've lost that province, we now can't see it. Okay.
To duty.
I'm tempted to go around this way and see if I can cut off their retreat, rather than going through here.
Marching. Act quickly. To conquest. Truth is an unquenchable flame.
I don't know if they've gone into an ambush stance, so I'm a bit wary of going in straight away. I'll see if they emerge and switch him out of march stance as soon as I can. Anything I can build? Nope, because I'm upgrading the city. I could upgrade that. You know what? I'm not doing anything with this, and I'd rather knock this down and build something that's going to give me a public order bonus. Because I need that more. We haven't seen any actual rebellions yet, which are quite interesting in this game.
Trust instinct.
Oh! It's Liu Zhang! Liu Yan has died, presumably, and Liu Zhang is now in charge. He is actually a unique character. He is like the proponent of peace. He wants to be at peace with everybody.
Marching.
Right, let's... Oh damn, I should have changed out of march stance.
To war. Spreading the word of our cause. Nothing will stop us. Towards victory. March.
There they are.
Channel passion. Moving out.
Okay, that's close enough. Some of their units are still a bit wounded. Oh, I have a reform choice. And is there anything I can do to get public order from this? Doesn't look like it. And Liu Bo didn't lead to anything, so... we get bonus income from commerce, plus 8 military supplies, minus 25% construction cost. I think getting the farms might be a good idea. Yeah, we can get... Oh, no, we want the other one. We want this one. Agricultural tax relief, which gives us irrigated paddy fields and grain estates, and actually unlocks a peasant band. Why do we want peasants? Are they not... Oh, maybe they're just really cheap. There we go. Yeah, we'll end the turn and we'll see what they do.
We would not be your enemy.
Oh, Yuan Shao. He wants 60 and then a regular payment of 284 for 10 turns in exchange for a non-aggression pact. I feel like that's a bit much for a non-aggression pact. We've got equal strength. But on the other hand, he might be a useful ally later on, and it would give us plus 20 attitude, and we've got a lot of money right now. So, yeah.
We are finished here.
Sure. I don't want to fight him, for sure.
Throne is worth this.
No, Han Sui still hates you,
Thankless oaf.
so no peace.
We detest you, but this must end.
No, same with you.
We will remember this.
I just saw their army move, but I didn't see what they actually did. They didn't attack. Liu Yu has been destroyed. Sparring partners. When taking a walk one afternoon, you come across two comrades sparring in a courtyard. You watch their fight with great interest. It is as a dance. They move and flow around each other with strength and grace. You leave the encounter feeling truly energized. Relationship deepens between Zhao Yuan and Pang De. Fantastic.
Attention.
Right. Okay, first we need to move out of marching stance. Then we need to move as close as we can so that we can reinforce.
On the march.
So about there.
To arms.
Now, is that going to be close enough? Oh, she is in the settlement. Yes, that's close enough to reinforce. Okay, I think, yeah, we haven't actually had a fight yet, so I think this will be a good fight to end the video on. Okay, yeah, we want the large army battle because we want control of both of them, and we'll be up against Dongmin's captain and also her. Let's see. Do we actually do we want to? We could maybe do a bit of attrition by starving them out first, and then that would actually force them to make the choice to attack us. Okay. Yeah, we're actually going to do that. So they'll automatically surrender in 5 turns. They should be taking attrition.
Attend. To restore order.
Let's move a little bit closer. Okay, so either way, that puts them in the position of having to attack us next in their next turn. Oh, Zhao Yuan and Pang De have become oath-sworn. That's excellent. And we got an inspector. Not hugely useful right now. Decent bonuses, but not hugely useful. We've currently got a lot of money. I think we're currently doing building projects though. Yeah, we don't want to upgrade this yet because we can't afford it with food. Oh, we demolished that thing, but we have to wait 2 more turns for this to finish. Ooh. Okay, so Hanzhong is at minus 95 public order. We might see a rebellion very soon. Yep.
Stupid
I know you keep asking for peace, but I can't actually give it to you. Here we go. So they're actually attacking us. Yeah, we're going to fight this one. Oh yeah, they did take some attrition there. Their garrison units are pretty heavily wounded.
Our cause is just. Let us fight for it. Yes, yes, fine words indeed. Shall we fight now?
The sun is capricious. It both gives life and drains it.
Alright, Pangda,
No more honeyed words.
if you say so.
To the fight.
Indeed. Now I don't know if I don't know if Ma Chao is going to start in our deployment area or if he's going to come onto the battlefield during the fight. Okay, he's coming on during the fight and he's coming on from over there. Okay, so we want to deploy over on the right hand side. Okay, so let's have a look at what we've actually got before we start the battle. There we go, up front. Oh, there's Pangde, Ma Teng, and Jiahou Yuan. And then our infantry is mostly G infantry. We've got some. Which are they? Saber militia? Yeah, Saber militia. And then these are, I think, the just standard cavalry. Yeah, Lancer militia. And then these are the Chiang Marauders, which are one of Ma Teng's unique cavalry units, much more heavily armoured. Very much tier 2 cavalry. Our archer militia at the back. And then we've also got spear guards with their heavy shields, more marauders, and more cavalry. So we're going to put
Swordsman, ready. Please ready.
all of our infantry militia up into a single group,
Swords at the ready. Archers, prepare.
and we're going to put our archers into a group behind them.
Make ready.
And then we actually have a huge cavalry force, so we're going to break this into two.
Stand ready.
We're going to put Ma Teng in charge of this group, and we're going to put Jiahou Yuan in charge of this group. So let's put group 1. That might be a bit spread out. There we go. Archers. And then we'll have Pangde command the infantry line.
Our reinforcements have arrived.
Okay, so their army is beginning to move up, but we need to start moving Ma Chao to join up with the rest of our forces because he's not. We don't want to let him be isolated, basically. So we'll put his cavalry group and then his ranged group and start moving them towards our lines. We can be fairly defensive in this fight because you can see a lot of the enemy units are quite heavily wounded. So we can certainly take the time to sort of prepare for their attack. Doesn't look like they're really making too many moves to move right now, so we'll take the opportunity to move our forces into position. Although it looks like they may be doing the same thing with their own reinforcements. Oh, they are starting to move. Or at least they're moving their cavalry. That's one of their garrison captains, and that's the other one. The Jan infantry captain is heavily wounded though. Why is Ma Chao stopped? Oh, because they were only moving to there. Alright. Well, let's move down to there. Just fast forward a little bit while everyone moves into position. Now what level are these guys? 1, 3, 1. Okay, we're definitely going to be challenging some people to duels. Because if we can get rid of those vanguards early, that would be a big advantage. And our people like Zhao Yuan and Ma Chao are going to easily beat them. Okay, so here we go. So these are... we've got Archer Militia coming in here, and then we've also got the repeating crossbowmen. Now what I might do is move... Okay, so they are actually marching their army forward now. Although they're coming up as something of just a mass, so... So these crossbowmen have pretty limited range, so we're actually going to put them behind our infantry here. Move the archers into a single group.
China will revel in your death.
Do not waste your breath. You will need it.
Alright, we're going to send Ma Chao around the side and start skirmishing that flank. And we're going to send our big cavalry force here. We're going to wait for them to get a little bit closer because we don't want the infantry to get too left behind. But I think once they start to get into bow range, we'll be sending them up and hitting this cavalry flank here. What I might do... decline that.
If only wars were won with witty words. I will defeat you.
Yep, send those guys into duels. Close that. We're going to move him round and hit their archers. We'll be a little wary because they've got some spear guards here. We don't want our cavalry to get caught in with them.
Look, the enemy run! Craven! Steel yourself!
Okay, so we're going to pull back a bit, get away from these spear guards. Let's get him up. He should be tearing apart. Oh, that fight is going very well for us. Ma Teng is absolutely destroying this this guy, Yu Fu, and we're also winning this fight over here.
What cowards! enemy general is fallen. They were
Ma Teng has emerged victorious. Okay, so we're going to get Peng De to dismount so that he doesn't get hit with all these infantry, and we're going to send him in to fight the G militia. Because those guys have a bonus against cavalry, so if he ran in on his horse, he'd start getting torn to bits.
Wait. Ready. To battle.
the enemy general falls. Ha!
I honestly expected more.
Jahoan has also won his duel.
The time has come. Do not be led.
Let's get rid of them. Our front line is holding here. Although they do have more infantry, we're going to start to be able to pull these guys back. Yep, these units are already starting to break. Han Anwei is running.
The enemy warriors are running. Ha!
Let's join our cavalry up and then sweep them down into the front lines. And we are starting to run low on bolts, but see, we've got a chain route. The army is breaking. And we've won. That went fairly well. Now the garrison will be wiped out because we took the settlement. We might... I don't know if Han Anwei will be able to get away or whether we'll end up capturing her because she was inside the settlement. Some of our cavalry did take some damage there. I think they got caught in battle with those spear guard. But mostly we got away without too heavy casualties. Our archer units took almost no casualties. And of course 2 of her generals were killed in duels, so that'll force her to recruit new generals to maintain her army, or her army will collapse.
Heaven,
Oh, she may have died.
rewarded our passion.
Let's see, all those units were wiped out. Yep, she was killed. Character died, character died, character died. And the income's nice, but we'll grab the 12% replenishment by recruiting captured troops. Oh, and their army... what? Oh my god. Oh, faction destroyed He Yi. I'm a little bit more concerned about the fact that that army moved away from the city and spawned in Le Bu. Right, spreading illness. Oh, we don't want disease.
Remain steadfast. This will not happen.
Oh my god. Okay, so the army fled from Juncheng, what was left of it, and they had to recruit additional generals, and they recruited Le Bu. Le Bu is a rank 7 vanguard. He is the warrior without equal, and as you can see, his instinct is almost maximum. He is an absolute monster.
Pay them low.
Right, we're going to delegate that because they have no garrison left, so we'll just take this horse pasture back. That is only mildly terrifying.
We'll take it. Impossible.
I mean, he's
Play
got
the heart,
very few units.
spreading the word of our cause. Prepare the camp.
If I can catch him with this and just maybe delegate it, I might be able to beat him. He's very, very dangerous to other characters because he can just absolutely slaughter people. We go to Clay Ox. Rebellion imminent. Let's check that in a sec. Spreading illness. Wei, Meng Qin, and Ma Chao are better friends because they fought side by side in battle and won. Right, where was that rebellion? In Hanzhong. Now, it might not actually start in my territory. It might actually start down here. I don't see it. Normally you can see it and they have to muster units for a few turns, which gives you a chance to attack, but it honestly might be in their territory, so... Hanzhong... Yeah, that's the... Unless it hasn't actually started yet and it's going to start next turn. That's possible. Let's repair that. Oh, okay, well I took this turn, so I can't go after him this turn. If I could defeat Le Bu, that'd be nice. Oh my god. Look at... Oh, no, that balance of power is actually in my favour. I thought it was the other way around. If he doesn't run away, we might be able to get him, because the knowledge that Dongmin's faction has Le Bu is very scary. Hua Lun Li leveled up. Anything I can get to make you not reckless? No. Let's go with the income then. Alright, well, I think that's a pretty good place to end. I've been going for a while. So I am hopefully going to record more on this, and we'll maybe pick up with exactly what happens with Le Bu in our next turn. So yes, thank you once again for tuning in. And thank you again to Creative Assembly for providing VGR with a review copy of the game ahead of schedule. If you enjoyed the video, please do like, share and all that. And yes, stay tuned on the channel for more Three Kingdoms coming very soon.